Niggas know they ain't keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coast will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Marv Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one, came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history, because at one point they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back, as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around.
Hey, Charlie! 57's mine!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Yeah, middle.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And that's caught by Beasley. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, it's Coleman. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Check 24. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Hey, let's go.
58, come on. Watch the out. 58.
Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 21 yards there on third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, a run with Breida. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Brings up third down.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
13. 21.
They run forward, Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check right 54. Right 54. I got it. Alert. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Alert. Hey, seam 6. Right there. I got it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let him know.
Here's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
Hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Garoppolo now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and then start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, high 7.
A final shot before half for Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Slam. No.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. McKenzie now to return it. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, if you kill it. Hey, Wood.
Now a give right side, Coleman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Round 80. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, dude. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get 56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Mike 5-4. Ricky.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo.
And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Check 3. 52. Check. Motion out of backfield. Mike's 54. Hey, wahoo.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, exit. Check right 54. Pass 85, pass 85. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen on the completion, Frank Gore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Alert, alert, alert. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 80 weapon. Blue down, blue down. Sound. Bravo.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
On third down, Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Allen going to go on fourth down. Steps away to his left. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 13. Check 13. Protein spill. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Here's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lights 57, 57. Smooth.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 3, 218, chopper. Middle.
Allen gonna throw. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Go! He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They run with Breida. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Check 9. 21. Slam. Hey, alert.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, gun. 11.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach,
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.